You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. Roland Martin Unfiltered. All right, folks, let's talk about this fool in Georgia. Georgia State Rep Vernon Jones, former CEO of DeKalb County. Y'all, he told the Land Journal Constitution that he is endorsing Donald Trump in part to, you know what? I ain't got to read that. Play the video that Vernon put out, y'all. Y'all don't have the video? Y'all supposed to pull the video. Y'all, you can play the video. Play the video. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up because I thought y'all had the video. Y'all, let me show y'all. I can't even just say. I just can't even. So, Anthony, go.
Of the Georgia House of Representatives, but I've also been a lifelong Democrat too. But today, I've announced my support and endorsement of Donald J. Trump's campaign re-election. Now, let me be clear about one thing. I didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me. But one would say, now, why would a black man support Donald Trump? Well, I would reverse that. Why wouldn't a black man endorse Donald Trump? Isn't he the president that ushered in the lowest unemployment rate among blacks before the pandemic crisis? Isn't he the president that signed the Criminal Justice Reform Act? And finally, isn't he the president that overwhelmingly supported financially historical black colleges in which I'm a proud graduate of North Carolina Central University? I 100% support Donald Trump. And I want to call on every patriot, every great American out there across this country, regardless of your race or whatever, gender, orientation. I want to ask all of you, young people, seniors, all in between, join me in re-electing Donald J. Trump as the president, our next president, our re-elected president of the United States. Peace out, America.
Which one of y'all want this light work?
So I'll say this because I am from Albany, Georgia. Georgia is my home state. And I was actually in the state when he co-sponsored a bill to legalize carrying concealed weapons on college campuses. And all of you well know that in the South, it is peppered with historically black colleges and universities. For someone to brag that they are a graduate of an HBCU is a complete disgrace. He also has framed himself as a conservative Democrat, which you would, what I would believe to be a blue dog Democrat. But the things that he supports gun rights, he supports limited government, he supports immigration, aggressive immigration policies. So though he says that he is a member of the Democratic Party, he really is a Tea Partier. For those of us who are from Georgia, who know Vernon Jones, this is not something that was surprising. I'm not sure what office he's looking for. He's ran for a couple of other offices unsuccessfully, but he's definitely put himself in line with the sycophantic regime leader known as Donald John Trump. But it is of no surprise.
Teresa. Teresa?
I'm here.
Go ahead.
Okay. So here's my piece on this. I think Erica brought up some really extraordinary points about his record. And that's so important when we hear these type of endorsements is, you know, people run around with the bloodstained banner of Democrat, but the democratic values are not at the forefront of every decision. And so I think, you know, when we start, again, hearing these endorsements, if we don't know someone's track record and we just look at face value, then I think the public will be readily deceived and uninformed. And as a community of color, we cannot have either of those things in our backgrounds. I think that this elected official, again, has had unsuccessful runs, and he's just tired of losing. Donald Trump is running on, we're going to win bigly, I guess, if that's a word. And if you are winning bigly, then that means he will get you to yeah, listen, he's like, look, I'm going to get you to elected office. And you know what? Part of the talking points is he's giving some Democrats a chance at, running and winning public office with financial resources, because people still believe that you need money to really win a race. It depends on what race it is, but a race without actually having the actual talking points for the community. So,
Scott?
Yeah, it's
the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me.
Well, I don't think Vernon could get elected as a Republican in his district. And in DeKalb County, it's heavily Democratic, as I recall, having gone to Morehouse College. But it's interesting. There's always, we know that 1 to 5% of African Americans wrongfully support Donald Trump. I guess my issue is twofold. One, the basis for his support, you can break out and break down. The Criminal Justice Reform Act started a long time before Donald Trump got in office, and I don't know whether he can fully take credit for that. The historical black college money was a drop in the bucket compared to what is owed to African-American historical black colleges, or what we need. I don't remember the third one, but the unemployment rate, there's been no targeted cleaning up of urban America as Donald Trump promised. And so he hasn't targeted African-American unemployment. It just it went down because of the economy and the other jobs. And most of these jobs we know are low-paying jobs. The only other thing that begs the question is whether we're going to hear from Vernon in the next 3 to 9 months where he converts to a Republican for a Democrat, because he's so far out of line. He's always been a bit of a contrarian, but he's been a conservative Democrat. And usually when you get these endorsements, you also get, at least from his white counterparts, you get a transition to the Republican Party as opposed to staying as a conservative in the Democratic Party.
So let me be real clear. If you want to vote for Trump, knock yourself out. But don't front and lie. See, don't front and lie and say any black man should be wanting to vote for Donald Trump. Because see, here's the deal.
You should have him on the show.
No. His ass been invited.
He don't want no smoke. Just
like Charlie Kirk been invited, just like Candace Owens been invited, just like Bruce Lavelle been invited. Oh, all of them been invited. But it's amazing how they won't bring their asses over here. Because see, it's gonna be real hard for Vernon Jones to come on here, and he's gonna have to answer. So please tell me this, Vernon. Should black men vote for Donald Trump because he wants to get rid of consent decrees? Should black men and black women vote for Donald Trump because he believes in voter suppression? Should black men and black women vote for Donald Trump because he wants to get rid of progressive DAs who want to end mass incarceration? Should black men and black women vote for Donald Trump who calls African nations shithole countries? Should black men and black women vote for Donald Trump who has no problem deporting people of color, but he wants white folks from Denmark and Switzerland to be coming into the United States? Vernon Jones, should black people vote for Donald Trump, who is rolling back civil rights protections in all federal agencies in his administration? Vernon Jones, should black men and black women vote for Donald Trump, who is appointing incompetent right-wing federal judges who won't even say, many of them, that Brown versus Board of Education was properly adjudicated? Should black men and black women vote for Donald Trump, who's going to appoint more federal judges who oppose civil rights on the federal bench? Please answer those for me. Let's see if he got something to say. Fam, I want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications.